Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Coming up, a rematch of last year's AFC Championship game between the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their 35-year-old quarterback in his 14th year now, Ben Roethlisberger.
To be considered for the MVP award in the NFL, it's got to be a season of not just consistency, but spectacular consistency, and he's had it all the way through.
I think you're right. He's been as consistent, more consistent probably than anybody else as the numbers bear out. And the social media chatter for the MVP races certainly start to ramp up. I know you and I have felt that.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Right now, he's in the pole position as we head down the stretch.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
It should go without saying that anytime you run the football well and gain a nice chunk of yardage, that means the offensive line did their job and did it really well. But let's give them a little more credit than that, because all week long, offensive line meetings, they're going over adjustments, counters, when line shifts, all those things that go along with it. And yet you still have to be physical, and that's what they did on the first play.
The numbers for him from a week ago. Now you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw it right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
Now Roethlisberger. James has got it. Complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The play clock's running down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Again, it's Bell. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And his first pass is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
And his throw is incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd down now after the incompletion. To throw again, Brady. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now it's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon. And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Now a first down and then some. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And he will find his man on the outside. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through it at the 24-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Play clock winding down. Here's Roethlisberger. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, good move. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge...
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Let's take it inside his own 40. Still shedding tackles.
Holding, receiving team.
A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It's actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
Here's Brady to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. It's a 3-point game here early. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by gaming.
Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. This will be taken in at the 1. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
my goodness, was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Now Brady. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, a 22.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it. Partner, I know that play didn't work very well, but an old New York Giants quarterback taught me a lesson a long time ago. Sometimes running the draw actually takes courage and play calling. You're actually setting something up for later in the game, and just because it was unsuccessful then doesn't mean it won't be successful later.
Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
risky.
And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius. I do admire that he went for it.
They go play action here on first down. And look out. I think he's going to go. Past the 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Now, I'm not going to say you completely abandon the passing game, but it would really behoove them to get this running game going more.
That's the identity most teams are seeking, able to establish themselves, control the game by running it, have to touch it multiple times in order to have success in this game.
As we say, that's right. As we say all the time, that sets up the passing game. I feel like a broken record with that.
Listen, we can be broken records all we want. Bottom line is, lather up that big horse and let him run.
Delay of game, offense.
So that one will be accepted.
Still first down.
So after the mistake by the offense, it cost him 5 yards, and now 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Bell. Bell so light on his feet. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. A good comeback there after the penalty. 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And the Steelers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Roethlisberger will throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And it's taken in at the 9. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And we move to spotlighting Brandon Cooks. Not only does he not have a catch, I don't think he's been targeted in this game, but they're winning.
And if you ask a receiver of his magnitude, he'll tell you that it's because everyone is focused on him anyway. Okay, you've taken it away. No catches, no targets, but we're still winning. I've opened things up for the rest of my team. I know how receivers think.
They've been using him as a decoy, and effectively so. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. He has been nearly impossible to throw on all year long. If it was me, I'd say he could go ahead and book that trip to the NFL Award Show in February. He's going to be Defensive Player of the Year, I think. What do you think?
I would agree with you, and the reason why, because he takes the ball away, because he gets to the football. The only way a defensive back ever wins this award is because they have a number of interceptions, takeaways, knockdowns, all that. Add it all together, he's created a lot of big plays.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Free to throw again. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Now Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
Well, what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
Here comes Tom Brady and the Patriot offense back onto the field. He has not had the start to this game that he envisions here in the 2nd quarter. He's struggling a little bit. But, hey, they're in the lead right now. So, kind of what's going on in his head, do you think, Charles?
I think that's what he has to keep in mind. Winning the ball game is not going the way he wants in terms of his own play. But, oh, yeah, that's right, winning the ball game. So don't press. Don't try and do things outside of what's going on right now. Don't try to increase your game or get yourself right. Just make sure you continue to lead your ball club and keep them moving in the right direction.
Well, they've got that lead so far. 1 interception for him, no touchdown passes. Brady will try again on second down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Ryan Shazier in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. New England on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now Brady. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Yeah, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger sliding out of the pocket, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dante Hightower in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for...
This is caught inside the 15. A gain of 32 that time. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
This is Bell, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively they got...
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Dante Hightower in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. Well, there's 2 sides here. I guess you could pinpoint and look at the offense and say, oh, man, what a disaster. Hey, the defense, though, they came through.
Preparation's the key to everything, and when you're on the defensive side of the ball and in special teams meetings, you prepare for plays like this, and in this case, they were actually able to win it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 44 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 24. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, Because here we are in
Season
December.
of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard, right near midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Bell. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing right, and that's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. Jones throwing on 4th down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying,
and they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Steelers haven't played their best football and trail because of it. The Patriots will want to come out after the half and really put the pressure on from the start. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Set up now, 3rd and 7. The pass ends up being picked off. Patriots will end up returning it for a TD as they go out in front, 10-0. Steelers have it on 2nd and 5. Roethlisberger looks long here to Brown. And he's going to go 72 yards for the score. Now 1st and 10. The hurry throw would be picked off. Roberts going to turn it around for a TD. The Patriots push the lead to 10. Patriots have it midway through the second. Brady's got to rush the throw, and it's intercepted. Mitchell is the one who makes the pick, halting the offense's drive. Offense on the field now after the pick. Bell's going to stay between the tackles. And he caps off the 2-play drive with the score. The Steelers now down by just 3. 1st and 10. The deep ball is on target here, and he won't be brought down until he makes it to the 33-yard line. comes out now. Here the defense will come up with the pick. Ayers reading the play and comes away with it, ending the drive.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
I used to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And down inside the 10 at the 9. A big play there for New England. 65 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Shotgun now for Brady. And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Rob Gronkowski with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. We remind you that coming up later tonight, this is going to be a good one. The Cowboys and the Raiders going at it in the East Bay.
Oh, that's old school right there.
Old school indeed. Then Monday night, another good late season matchup. The Falcons and the Buccaneers from Tampa to wrap up Week 15. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Akeem Ayers coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness that defensive line is eating them alive.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on third down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Well, there's two sides here. I guess you could pinpoint and look at the offense and say, oh, man, what a disaster. Hey, the defense, though, they came through.
Preparation's the key to everything, and when you're on the defensive side of the ball and in special teams meetings, you prepare for plays like this, and in this case, they were actually able to win it.
23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurate.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they timed it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot it.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. This will be taken at the 10. Shifts by him. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. On the counter, here's Bell. And he is knocked down from the side. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Hightower in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And James has it. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Out left side here to Bryant. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people are wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
This is Bell on the dump off. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion. Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself. So
they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Brady gives this one to Lewis. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. Easy. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Letting one go deep here for Gronk. That's caught inside the 20. A big play. Brady to Gronkowski. 58 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. And it's caught here, Amendola. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Caught by Amendola. Patriot touchdown. Danny Amendola hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
And a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
You're not you when you're losing. Snickers satisfies.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now Roethlisberger. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. On second down, Roethlisberger. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. And the Steelers on third down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Roethlisberger, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They try again with Lewis. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Throwing again. Brady. He can't get him down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Bud Dupree drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Brady now to throw. And that is incomplete. Here's Ryan Allen now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking it about the 16. And now off to the races, down the right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Well, we know one bench is jumping up and down in excitement right now after that punt return for a touchdown. Whether they go for a PAT or go for 2, probably depends on the team's philosophy, doesn't it?
Either way, made it a one-score game. Still a little work to do, though, here in the 4th. And this one through the uprights and good. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because
he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And he fields it cleanly. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
And another juke. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting...
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But
he's got a man complete. He's at the 40, the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Brandon Cooks taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
They'll give him a yard on the play. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And it's right about this time of year you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Dante Hightower in there to get him. And that is sack number 15 for him on the year.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And some space here. It's a gain of 7 on the carry, but they'll need to double that here. It's 3rd and 14.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. When they need to play on 3rd down, you kind of know what direction the ball is going, but the defense knew it too.
Yeah, it's a good call because they wanted to put 2 men on him, and they did. Dare him to throw into double coverage. Really what you're saying is, let's see if one of your other receivers can beat us.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for... And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Bell sheds him off. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. So it'll be first down here after the run. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
11 more on that one, and another first down. So now it's 1st and goal. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. They'll try again with Bell. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On first down, Brady. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner. Joe Hayden with it. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Call it a gain of 4 there, but those yard markers a ways away here. Third down coming up.
A good solid run there as we head towards the home stretch of this game.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep and got his man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. An unbelievable play there on fourth and long. And even 40 yards. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. Back to throw. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Here's Roethlisberger, and this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Here comes Tom Brady and the Patriot offense back onto the field. This is something we've seen many times over the course of his career. Can he pull off another fourth-quarter comeback?
It's very strange, isn't it? Because when it's a player of this magnitude, even though the guys on defense have the lead and are sitting in the best spot, they're maybe the most nervous people in the stadium because they've seen this happen to too many people before, too many teams. They've got to find a way to shut him down.
Here we go again for the grizzled vet. They'll look to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hogan. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Bud Dupree in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Easy.
Now Brady got to have this one. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
They are on to the fourth quarter now, by the way, in Santa Clara. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now, Dion Lewis to return. They juked him. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now Brady. He's going to let it fly. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Back to throw, Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now Brady. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Pittsburgh, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for New England, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin.